we do it. Explosions. Right from the start, right here.
Explosion. That's our handshake. Explosion.
Now it is, yes.
So, yeah.
Back for episode 31. Nailed it. We're almost out of the full-blown midlife crisis. But we went over that last week, so catch up on. Get your shit straight, people. Catch up to where we are.
Yeah. Episode 31. Most unprofessional. If you're wondering why we're wearing the exact same clothes from our comic book podcast,
it's because we don't do laundry.
Exactly.
I should have moved my setup somewhere else. Just so change my hat or take off my hat, just so it seems like it's a different day. People are like, you guys have different clothes.
Should get some shirts. We should get shirts made and just wear our shirts.
Just always team up. But welcome to Team Up, where this is our weekly video podcast where we just talk about whatever we want. We try to keep it on news. We got some up-to-date stuff to talk about this week. And we'll disperse it with lessons in philosophy and life.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
We're gonna do a short essay on our life story.
Single-spaced. That's how serious we are about this.
5,000 words.
Hell yeah. Font 23.
You hit one letter, boom, that's one page.
I remember in high school, people used to have this thing that's like, oh yeah, the teacher wants font 12 and stuff, but on certain words, like, if you say like the something or a something, they always make those short words like size 14. Cause they're like, yeah, because it takes up a little bit more extra space. And I'm like, that 1 millimeter is getting you nowhere. You are not filling up 5 pages by cheating the system on the font. People are fucking crafty back then.
They always find a way to beat the system.
That's what high school's for, right? You learn to game it.
Oh man, yeah, episode 31. So, how's your week been?
Weekly, full of days, usual. TV shows finally started up this week.
Yeah, man.
So we got that going on during the nights, I guess. So it's pretty much the same as every week, but now I got to somehow fit TV schedule into my already shitty do-nothing schedule.
It's not about me. It's just I just forget about things. Like, I didn't even know Heroes Reborn was starting until you text me, and I was just like, oh yeah, I forgot about that show.
Well, with me, it's like I showed you a couple episodes back. It's like I got it on my calendar, but I only have the premiere. So next week, if I remember or not, that's gone.
Yeah. But yeah, so speaking of Heroes Reborn,
we'll dive right into that.
Yeah, what'd you think of the
I thought it was whatever. I thought it was Heroes. Like, they set up a lot of stuff.
I see they didn't learn their lesson about having 5 million characters.
Right. That was one of the things that like I was watching with Giselle, and she's like, they introduced so many characters. And I'm like, I watch Game of Thrones. So
many subplots.
I thought they were like that. Like, they're just piling characters on. And it's like, we'll explain this later. And I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, it was just like so much stuff going on at once. I was like, and they could at least went back to how the first season was, where you had like these core characters, and it's funny because in that first season, you're watching it and you think they're living separate lives until you get a little bit later on, and later episodes, you find out that all their lives intertwined.
Yeah.
They just didn't know it, and they didn't find out until towards the end. I thought they would have went back to that, but I was like, and it's only 13 episodes, so I'm like, have fun.
Well, this is only 13 episodes?
It's a mini-series.
Like, is it any way to just that it's going to get picked up for like a second season, or is this just it?
I have no idea. But yeah, I just don't like right off the bat with the whole Claire Bennett with her dying. I'm just like, They just needed to admit that they couldn't get Hayden Panettiere back for the show.
Yeah, well, she's on another show.
She's
So, like,
on
her schedule's
yeah,
taken.
no,
Nashville.
yeah, but I'm saying like the whole thing with them explaining that she died, it's like no, because in the lore of the character you already established, unless something hits her that severs the connection between her brain and her body.
I was wondering, what if she gets vaporized? Like, if she's at the center of the explosion and she just gets vaporized, then she's dead as well, right?
Well, I mean, I would think that if her whole body, if some part of her body was still intact, she would just grow back.
That's weird.
But she could grow limbs back with no problem. But like, she's died in the series, but once they removed, like, there was a spike in the back of her head, and once they removed it, she just regenerated. So they already established. It's funny because they established that she was immortal, and then later on they established that she can't feel pain. But then they didn't really retcon it. They just never mentioned it again.
But that's the thing, is like we kind of know that she's not dead though, because when he's in the warehouse and he sees the list of Evos that are at the June, the explosion day.
Yeah,
she wasn't there. Like, she's first on the list. Claire Bennett missing from that day. So like, we know she's alive. I have a feeling that they might bring her in for just one episode, maybe, just like, hey, and then she gets killed. Or she's like, Dad, pretty busy. I got this thing going on in Tennessee. Whatever the premise of Nashville, the TV show is, I got this going on, so life's pretty good over there. And then she just disappears again.
He's like, I'm also voicing this character in Kingdom Hearts. Oh yeah, and I did this video game called Until Dawn.
So life's pretty good for me. Like, I got a lot of projects going on, Dad, so I can't deal with your shit. But
yeah, ever since I outed that, that we exist, me getting all these roles. I started off as this little girl and Remember the Titans. Then I just went on from there.
So she was the one that responsible for all the Evos being out public?
Yeah, because in the season finale, she, like, the media was like, the media surrounded, and she's like, you remember the first episode when she jumps off the thing, and she's like, this is my name is Claire Bennett, and this is take number 1. That's pretty much how the series ended, on that same note, but just with the cameras and stuff.
I could say, like, she stands up and she's like, we exist, bitches, and she just walks off, like, with the fingers in the air.
Mic drop.
Yeah. I'm going to Nashville.
Yeah, but I thought Zachary Levi's character was gonna have superpower. Like, I thought he was gonna have a power. I didn't know he was just gonna be like a regular guy.
Yeah, like, his character doesn't bother me. His wife's character bothers me a lot.
It's because you watch Chuck.
No, because, like, I don't mind his character. Like, I like how he's a bit more methodical, and he thinks things out, and so he's like a bit more serious about this. Where she's just like, bitch, shoot, bitch, shoot.
I like the part where he, like, kind of puts her in her place, and he's like, why don't you sit on those happy trigger finger hands of yours?
and think, and he's like, we have to think, and I'm like, this guy's got it down. Like, and I like,
someone posted.
Their villain story is pretty generic though.
Someone posted on I went to the Heroes Reddit, and someone was talking about him, and he was at the part where they're stuck in the room, and he's like, hold on, I got to use my mind real quick, and someone was like, he should have used the intersect.
He's got a flash on something.
Well, it's funny because people are writing that, and that's the whole reason why he took this role, so he doesn't get typecasted.
Oh, he's definitely typecast as Chuck. I mean, but he's just got to accept it. Like, just be happy for it that he's got that. But I like his character. Don't like his wife. I think they could have done a little bit better job at explaining the whole paper company and the company that owns them. I forgot the name.
Well, the company that owns them is a new storyline. But Primatech was in the original series.
Yeah,
like, that's the company
but they can't assume that everybody watching this is coming from the new series, especially given that they probably know that. They definitely know that the amount of viewers at the end of the series, the original series, compared to the audience at the beginning of the series, there's a drastic difference there. Like that.
Yeah, this series assumes you watch the original because the way how they're throwing around names.
Yeah, but that's another thing that they're doing is that they're throwing out these names in order to, in the future episode, give it a little bit more of a explanation and a little bit backstory.
No, I'm saying, especially in that pilot, they're throwing around. Like if you've never watched Heroes and you're watching this show for the first time and you're hearing names like Claire Bennett, Mohinder Suresh, I don't know if they mentioned Siler or not. I don't think they did.
I don't think they did.
But you're gonna be completely lost because you have no idea who these guys are. But people like I just finished, watching all 4 seasons like last month. So like it's pretty fresh in my mind. So I'm watching it now and like, okay, I know that character. I know that character. Like the whole Molly Walker stuff. Like if you didn't watch anything with her in it, you're not gonna know the significance of her. And
I don't remember. Did she show up in what, like these later seasons?
She was like in either season 2 or 3.
Okay, I might vaguely remember her,
but
I don't know anything about her.
The funny thing is, like, she was like a big plot point, and then the next season after that, I don't even think she shows up.
Yeah. So for me, they throw out names that I understand because I watched season 1. That's as much as I remember.
Yeah.
But then there's certain things that they're just going with that are kind of unexplained.
Yeah. There's only like, so far, there's only like one returning character. I know in the trailer they show other people showing up, but so far in this 2-hour premiere, it's just Noah Bennett. That's the only returning character.
I think the guy that played the cop,
the one who could read minds.
Him. I think he comes back because I think
there's a lot of characters that come back.
I think he directed this first episode. I think I saw
there's
his
a lot.
director.
There's a lot of characters like like Suresh, obviously the Indian guy. He's going to show up.
Like did you see the teaser? Like
I saw the preview. The mom of the 2 sons, she's going to show up again.
Angela Petrelli.
Yeah, she's going to show up. The son. Hero. Yeah, the hero is going to show up. The son of the chick who had a split personality.
Yeah, the kid that could talk to computers.
Yeah, he's going to show up.
I had a feeling he was going to show up. I don't know why. I don't know. Yeah, maybe the whole video game part of it, because I texted you when that happened, when she pulls out the sword, the Japanese chick.
I had a feeling that's what you were talking about.
And then it just goes straight into a video game. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, this is just, I don't know. I did not like that at all. Like, maybe a different show, but this isn't Reboot. This is Heroes. It's like, and I'm pretty sure that she's Hero's daughter.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got the sword. I'm almost certain that she's...
That would be impossible because if it's only 4 years.
But he could have gone back in time, banged the chick, got her pregnant.
About the whole time.
I don't
know. Did he get his powers back?
I have no idea. I didn't even know.
I know he loses his powers. He loses his powers, but I don't remember if he gets them back. I think he does.
But doesn't the sword do something with his powers? Like if he gets the sword, he gets his powers back?
They never explain.
Because I vaguely remember that the sword was for him.
They're like, oh, I need to get the sword. But they never explain what the sword does. Never explain what the sword does.
It's just got the little half DNA symbol on it.
Never explain. I didn't like how they killed the Haitian, though. He was my favorite character.
Yeah, he shows up. I'm like, it's the Haitian. Killed. Well, killed the one black guy. All right, I see.
He was my favorite kid. Because in the original series, he just showed up, wiped your mind, and then disappeared in the shadows. Like, like Assassin's Creed, like the first game, where it's like you go in, you kill the guy, and then you like blend in with those other guys that are wearing the hoods.
Yeah, with the monks.
Just like that.
But we'll see. I'm going to give it a few episodes and see if maybe...
You already gave it 2.
I don't even know if it was 2, really, or if it's just one long one. But I'll give it like a couple more to see if it captures me or not. But I don't know. Yeah. I did watch, though, the Muppets show that started last week. I thought it was pretty funny. I liked it. It's like a 30 Rock meets The Office with Muppets.
Is that on? That's on NBC?
ABC.
ABC?
On Mondays. Like, if you like the Muppets and stuff, I'd say give it a shot. I enjoyed it.
I'm all right.
You're not a fan of the Muppets?
I never really got into that.
That's all I saw really for the new shows. I know Gotham started, but I didn't watch that because I hadn't seen season 1.
Yeah, season 1 is on Netflix now.
Yeah, well, that's because the contract kicked in that they said that like Netflix is going to get it as soon as season 1 finished. So that finally kicked in a year later.
Yeah, we got to do that for the channel. We got to watch that.
Yeah, right now I'm rewatching Doctor Who, so I should be done sometime this week with it.
I thought you were gonna say sometime this year.
No. Like, I fucking get through Doctor Who so good. God, I love that show. Haven't seen it forever. Rewatching it. And that's it. There were other shows, of course, like all the primetime cop dramas and bullshit, but that's not what we talk about here. But that's all I saw, really, was Heroes and Muppets.
Yeah.
And I saw Blind Spot, actually, now that I remember.
That's the one with the hot chick from Thor, right?
Yeah.
Jamie Alexander.
There you go. I was thinking, like, Jasmine, Jay. I don't know.
Yeah, I keep seeing it. I keep seeing
Ashley
for that, but I don't know. Oh, she's in it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm watching it.
Like, if you watch the Geek and Sundry Critical Role RPG show, she's a character in that. But then she leaves the show because now, since she got this role on Blind Spot, she had to move to New York. But the show was all right. I mean, it reminded me a little bit of Blacklist for those that might have seen Blacklist. It's like her body is just clues to crimes, of course. So every week we'll find a new tattoo with a new crime. Loudest candy to eat.
This is why nerds are the best, because we have our own damn candy. I was gonna say, I keep seeing preview for that, but I didn't know what it's about. Yeah. I just keep seeing this girl naked with tattoos. And I'm just like, man, I should watch that show.
What's the story behind it? Naked chick with tattoos. Is it what else do you need?
And now you say Ashley Johnson's in it, it's like, what? No, I definitely gotta. It's like every time I see her name, I always think of like the baby shampoo.
That's a random jump. I mean, not that random, but
it's the name of the company that makes it.
But for her though, it's like it's a random connection.
Yeah, I started the Critical Role, still on episode 1.
Yeah,
I've had 2 sittings so far, and I'm still on episode 1.
Yeah, but it's so good though. Like once you get into it, like those people are really cool with how they play, and fucking I laugh my ass off.
Yeah, I gotta start paying more attention because I'm usually playing. I have it playing while I'm playing Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I just hear them talking, but I'm kind of tune out. So I kind of like when I get back into it, I'm just like, yeah, I'm lost now. But I just let it keep playing. Yeah. So if I start over, I'm never gonna catch up.
Yeah, just stay with that because you'll catch up eventually. You'll fill in the blanks. Like, all right, this person jumped. But it's a good show. You just gotta be dedicated. But then again, sometimes it's like a 5-hour video, but the last hour is them reading fan mail or just talking shit after the session's done. So you can probably skip that if you want.
We definitely gotta get a role play game going.
I've been wanting to do this for years.
You remember when we planned it out? Remember when we planned out that we are gonna do the thing at Tate's?
Yeah.
The
thing was, for me, it was always so far.
You know, they expanded the gaming section.
Yeah, you told me.
It's like it's what they did with the regular store.
Yeah, for Tate's is a huge comic book shop in where Miramar? No, not. What's the name of the city that's located?
Definitely. I think it's in Plantation.
There you go. In Plantation, let's assume South Florida. It's really big, really cool. If anybody is in that area, definitely give it a look. Mention our name, you'll get no discount. But
one thing I noticed. Go ahead.
No, go for it. I was just gonna mention the game itself.
One thing I noticed is when I go on Wednesdays to look for variant covers.
Yeah.
One store will have the variant cover marked up, but then they'll have it for cover price. So.
Oh yeah, like their back issues also. They sell back issues for really cheap, unless you're going for like the expensive back issues. But their back issues are like, I bought Flash back issues for like $1 for back issues, where I go to other comic book shops and they're charging like $3.50 or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, for a
Ever
package,
since
that's like
ever
20
since I
years old.
saw, I think it was one of the Spider-Man variants for the Renew Your Vows. I went to one store and they had it for like 25. I was like, I'm not paying 25. So I went to it was a manga variant of issue 3, the manga variant. And I went to Tate's and they had like a whole bunch for cover price. And I was like, well,
Yeah, there you go. They're big enough that they can do that, I guess. I mean, they're not a
I'm
sponsor.
surprised
We're just saying it's like that's a great store to go to in South Florida.
I'm surprised they never go to like conventions.
You don't have to.
I know they don't have to, but I'm surprised like they don't
But then again, what they do is that they do their own conventions at
pretty
like
much.
like the not at Comic-Con sale that they always do. So that's good.
Yeah. This episode brought to you by
Nothing. Shit, but how do we get on topic of Tate's? From RPG. But
yeah.
I would love, man, I've been dying to play a role-playing session. It's just, we would need somebody to DM, and nobody wants to DM. Everybody wants to be a player.
I'll be a terrible DM.
Yeah,
because I'll make stuff up as I'm going.
Well, that's how it has to be, though. You got to make it up as you go.
Oh, I thought they write their own story.
Here's the thing, though, that I've noticed is like if you watch Critical Role long enough, is that you'll see that the story is going one way, like the DM sets up something, but then players very rarely ever follow that. From all the podcasts and like I've played the RPGs and stuff, it's like the DM sets it up, the player is going to do something completely different, and the DM just has to be ready to make it up on the spot as they go along.
Nah, I definitely got to be a player.
It's like this NPC has all the plot that you need, and the next mission, I killed a guy. Shit. All right.
So his brother shows up.
But I would love to do that. But that's TV wise, going back to our original thing. That's pretty much it. I mean, let me see what we got coming up this week. Did Agents of Shield start already or no?
I think that's starting this week.
This week, where are we? Yeah, like tomorrow. Starting tomorrow, we got. Yeah, it starts on Tuesday, and then that's it. And the Blacklist for those who watch it.
That's on Netflix, right?
Which one?
The Blacklist?
Yeah, I think all 3 seasons or 2 seasons.
Man, 3 seasons?
No, I think it's 2 seasons. The 3rd season starts now.
Oh, man.
What else you got for news? Now that we're on TV.
All right, let's see.
We got some comic book news.
We got some comic book news. I wrote X-Men being taken.
You always got Liam Neeson on your mind, man.
But yeah, so might as well talk about that. So what do you think? So we got we got this whole Secret Wars thing going on, and we got the Terrigen Mist being exploded out of everywhere. So the X-Men, apparently, well, not apparently, this is actually from actual preview page. The X-Men are being killed off, like Terrigen Mist is lethal to them. And the ones who happen to survive it, become sterile. So they pretty much can't have any kids, can't produce any offspring. So whoever's still alive now, like that's the end of the line of the X-Men, of the X gene.
Okay, that's not going to stay for long.
Well, but, I mean, the reason why they're doing this is because, like, everyone says that they're trying to push the Inhumans. It's Marvel, they own the Inhumans, and they're doing like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is pretty much agents of the Inhumans now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
so they want to make...
They're doing with Fantastic Four, where there's no more Fantastic Four. So
there's no more Fantastic Four, but those characters are showing up in other books, like...
Yeah, but Fantastic Four as a series is done since they don't own the movie rights. Or like, we're not going to promote this in our comics. So they're doing the same thing, I guess, with the X-Men since they don't own that. But I also heard that after Secret Wars, the X-Men and the Inhumans were getting their own dimension or planet or something.
I heard that about the X-Men, but I don't think that's confirmed yet.
Okay,
but it's funny because way back when they were getting rid of Fantastic Four book, that there was rumors saying that Marvel was gonna start pushing the Inhumans more and pushing the X-Men less.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that rumor, look where they're at now. So,
yeah. It's just because they have the rights to it, so they can put them on movies, I
well,
guess.
they have the rights to the comics, too. It doesn't mean you have to stop.
Well, I don't know.
There's no correlation between the movie. You don't ever hear people leaving a Marvel movie saying, "Oh, I want to go read Iron Man."
Doesn't have that though. Marvel is like, because I think that they also get rid of merchandising because I think Marvel owns that, so they can have less X-Men products out, less Fantastic Four shit out. So they dissolve that, and then get rid of merchandising, and then the movies kind of suffer. But I think Marvel owns the merchandising as well. I don't know if they do or don't.
I think that's stupid.
It's like a teenage drama with a grudge. Like, oh, you have this, but I want it. Well, neither of us are going to have it. So they do that. But I also read that to X-Men, and so because it makes sense now that the Terrigen Mist kills the X-Men are going to go to war against the Inhumans. So that's
what some people are saying. The next year's event.
But yeah, well, I mean, I read some stuff on that. I don't know if it was official or not. I don't remember. And then there's going to be X-Men that will be working with the Inhumans to, like, they'll change sides and be like, "Fuck you, X-Men."
Like Avengers versus X-Men situation.
Right, there you go. That's what I was looking for. So I don't know how that's going to play out. I don't know. Like, I'm waiting for Secret Wars to finish so I can see what I'm going to keep reading.
At this point, Marvel, just reboot.
But yeah, because they always say that they're going to reboot, but it's always like a soft reboot that they started over, but everything still happened, and it's just a few things different.
Just hit the reboot button.
Control Alt Delete.
And then just go about your business. Hit the reboot button and just, you know. Because they want to do that, but they're like, oh, I guess they don't want to be like DC. So at this point, it's like you're just running out of ideas. I mean, eventually, there's going to be a reboot. Eventually. I would say in the next 10 years, they're going to reboot.
Once all the movies die down?
I say after the Infinity War, like the last Avengers movie, comic book movies are going to be, they're not going to be done, but there's going to be less of them.
Yeah, you're not the first person I hear say that.
That's my prediction. Like DC, Marvel, all of them.
I'm honestly fine with that.
Yeah, I'm good with that too.
Like there's just
continue the Netflix shows though.
Yeah,
I'm fine with the Netflix.
Yeah, it's like let's tone it down. It doesn't have to be all superheroes all the time. It becomes a little bit of an overload. So, what else you got for comics?
So we got Kyle Higgins. He's going to be writing the new Power Rangers book coming out in January. Well, starting in January. Go Power Ranger! I think the guy who did the theme for that is the same guy who did the X-Men theme from the 90s.
Mr. Just him and his guitar.
But yeah, I am definitely going to be picking this up.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Kyle Higgins.
I'm a big fan of Power Rangers.
Does it pick up where the Power Rangers left off? There's no word on the story yet?
It's going to be the original cast, I'm guessing, because the cover issues they released, it's all the original. Well, they don't show their faces, but it's the original costumes. So it's going to be somewhere in that continuity, I guess.
Should be good. We'll find out.
I'm definitely going to pick that up. I'm a big Power. I just can't wait for that movie. So it's be coming out on my birthday. Not next year, but the year after.
Okay, I was going to say, I'm like, hold on. There's been no talk of this. Is this still coming out? So
yeah, it's going to be like 2017, I think. Coming out. So guess what I'm doing for my birthday? I'm going to be the oldest. No, I'm going to be like the only guy. Because the theater I go to is like the best. They got these new pimp seats. Did I tell you about the seats at the Regal by my house?
No.
they got these seats where I think it's all the theaters in there, in that one movie theater has it. It's like you sit down real comfortable, and it has like the recliner thing that you push.
Yeah.
And then like the recliner comes out, but the chair, the back part of the chair also goes down. So you're like laying down watching the movie. So
yeah,
I'm like,
I love those.
because one thing I don't like about going to theaters is like the seats are very uncomfortable. Like for me, I'm like this when I fly, when I drive, and when I go to the movies, because that's when I'm sitting down the most. I can't sit down in the same spot for a long time. Like I start getting uncomfortable. I start shifting. Like whenever you see me moving around on this podcast, it's not because I have some sort of syndrome or whatever. It's because I start getting uncomfortable and I have to like keep adjusting myself.
No, I did the same thing when watching movies. Like I'll be at the theater and I'll be sitting for most of it, but then a little bit after halfway through the movie, I'll lean forward, and I watch the rest of the movie leaning forward just because I need to change up the position. I get tired of sitting the way that I was.
Yeah, but with this, it's like I put the seat up. Laying, all I need is a blanket and a pillow, and I'm good.
You show up with a blanket and the pillow.
But yeah.
So we got that going on. Any word on the artist?
Just the writer. I'm the artist.
Shit, we're fucked.
It's gonna be a bestseller. But yeah, I'm looking for. I want to see where they're gonna fit it in continuity wise.
I'm sure we'll get some info.
It's gonna be so silly though. Like the dialogue, like I'm just picturing like the dialogue they have in the show. Like it's morphin' time, and then like when they're calling out the Zords and stuff. Like, but I'm sure he will probably make it look cool, but it's gonna be funny though.
I'm sure there'll be more info now in October with the solicitations for January. I don't think January solicitations are out yet.
I don't know how that works.
Because January 2016.
It's Boom. I think it's Boom Studios, so it's not the big. It's not one of the big two, or big three if you include Image.
Big 2.5. When was it that we were talking about Image Books going on hiatus? It was like 2 episodes ago, right?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, so I was reading Deadly Class, Rick Remender's book from Image. Finally, not finally, but like I keep up to that one every month. Finished reading the issue. Huge fucking cliffhanger. I'm like, this next month is going to be great. Join us again in December for the next issue. I'm like, fuck everybody. What the hell? Why?
Hold on. Is that because they take a break for the to put the trade out?
I don't think so. I think the trade just comes out like.
Because I heard on Comic Vine, that's what they do. That's what Image does. They'll have the story arc, and then they'll take like 1 or 2 months off.
It could be like they treat it as a season, I guess. I mean, it would make sense, but it's still dumb.
Then again, it is Image, so they don't have to have like a strict schedule because it's all creator-owned stuff. So it's not like they have to have it every month, or else, you know.
Well, it's not. I don't think it's because of the maybe it is. It's a dumb thing to have though for a trade, just to like take.
That would make sense.
It's like treated as a season.
You have the story arc. Let's say 6 issues, for example. You take 1 or 2 months off. You release the trade within those months, and then you continue it from there, so people could catch up.
Yeah, but like the way that they leave it, I always forget what's going on.
That's why they released the trade.
I'm not buying that. Don't want too much from me.
If only certain other companies would do that, but, you know.
Or at least put out the trades at a timely manner.
It's not even that. It's just sometimes they'll release the hardcover. I don't buy the hardcover unless it's a story I really like.
Well, they put the hardcover out first because it's more expensive.
Yeah.
So everybody who wants to trade is going to buy that first, and then they'll put out the
I'll wait for the trade
version.
I'll wait for the paperback.
Half the price normally.
But yeah, so next, I guess still staying in the vein of comics, we got Batman Day.
What? got my shirt.
What?
You got your Thor.
Batman holding Mjolnir.
That's Marvel's Batman.
That's not Thor. That's Batman.
Marvel's Batman.
Long blonde hair. He went undercover.
So yeah, so today is currently the day that everything is free and or on sale if it's Batman related. I saw that Comixology has literally 1,000 comic books at $1 each, so I bought all of them because we're rolling in it with the Team Up podcast.
I pay my people good.
So you gonna do anything for it today? You gonna go anywhere? Watch anything Batman related?
I think
Eat anything?
Tate's is having something, but I don't really feel like driving down there.
You're just gonna celebrate from home?
Probably later tonight. I'll see what's on my shelf. Later tonight. Probably watch something. Probably watch Gotham.
Gonna start on it?
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I'll think of something. Rewatch the anime series.
I never finished that. I always start and then watch a few episodes and stop. And stop.
We got to do like a DC animated universe where we go through each series.
That's a lot of stuff.
No, it's not. It's Batman, Superman.
Oh, just the cartoon, not the movies.
Yeah, the animated universe.
That's
the Bruce Tim. What do they call it? The Timverse, I think. It's Batman, Superman, Batman Beyond, and Justice League.
Because there's the movies also.
I mean, we could do the movies too, but that won't be.
I gotta catch up on the movies.
The movies we would have to start. I think the first one was Superman Doomsday, and then go from there. But I'm talking about like the animated. I'm talking about like the Justice League stuff. Batman the animated series.
Yeah, that's on Amazon. That's where I watched it. You got the DVDs for it?
I have Volume 1 and Volume 3. I don't have Volume 2 and I don't have Volume 4, but I could get it. And I want to watch
get them on Blu-ray if they ever came out.
Yeah, that would be good. I want to watch Static Shock.
Static Shock. You watching anything now?
Right now, I'm watching an anime that I used to watch. I think it was on Kids WB back in the day. Called Metabots. I've been having like a Kids WB fix, like this whole week. So I've been thinking about like different shows they used to have on there. So I started with this one, and then I realized it was like 51 episodes for season 1.
Damn.
And then another like 20 something. But I could burn through it real quick.
Yeah, because they're 22-minute episodes, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
But I've been like on a Kids W. So I was thinking about like the Men in Black cartoon that they had.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that epic intro where they would. I just remember this one scene in the intro where they were walking and all you see is the shoulders move like.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a lot of shows.
What was the other cartoon that Men in Black had the crossover with? Damn, I can't remember now. Let's see if I can find it online.
I don't know. I just remember the Men in Black cartoon. I just remember Kids WB Saturday mornings. I used to wake up. That'd be the first thing I would watch. What's on Kids WB? I remember. Oh man. Static Shock was on there. Pokemon was on there. Batman Beyond, Justice League. Thing about Batman Beyond, Justice League, that used to be on there and Cartoon Network. It was on both. There was a show with like these dogs and they had superpowers. You know what I'm talking about? And I can't for the life of me. I've been thinking about this show for the past couple of years, and I cannot remember.
I have no idea. Let me see here.
There was Lunatics Unleashed. with the Looney Tune characters and they had superpowers.
I remember when that came out, hearing a lot about it, but I never saw it.
You had Lunatics Unleashed. You had so many shows on Kids WB, man. That used to be.
These dogs with superpowers, was it just one dog that had superpowers or like a group of them?
To be honest, I just remember the one, but I don't know. It could have been a group.
What did the one look like?
I don't remember.
Nice. Nailed it. Because I found a list here of 10 greatest. You have Dynomutt.
No, that was Cartoon Network, right?
Dynomutt.
That was like a Dexter's Laboratory thing.
Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah. I know what that is.
Yeah. Hong Kong Phooey, which is also in
that. Oh, that show was great.
There's Amaterasu. I don't know what the fuck this is. Something Japanese. And then Batman, Ace, Crypto. Yeah, nothing there.
Yeah, and I have to do some extensive research.
Yeah, go on Reddit. I need this, and they'll give it to you in 2 seconds.
But yeah, Kids WB was my channel. Like on Saturday mornings. It was me and Kids WB and my Game Boy. Saturday mornings.
And I remember Saturday mornings for me. Like, I never really watched Saturday morning cartoons until maybe I was in high school. And when I was in, like, elementary school.
Yeah. I also want to watch Reboot. I got to go back and watch that.
Reboot?
I think I used to watch that for a long time. I don't think I finished it. Apparently, it ends on a cliffhanger, and you have to read the comics to see how it ends.
What? The Reboot?
Reboot, yeah.
Hold on, I might have found your cartoon.
Oh, snap.
Let's share this shit. This looks like definitely what it's supposed to be. Is that it?
I think that's it. Yeah. What's the name of it?
Road Rovers.
There you go. Write that down. I remember that show like the back of my hand.
Just yeah. It's just not the name.
I'm definitely watching that. Part of it. I'm definitely watching that.
Let's see if it's anywhere for you to stream. Canis.
But yeah, me and Kids WB was the best. Legion of Superheroes, I watched.
Freakazoid. I remember you watched that.
I have that on DVD.
I should watch that.
That was on Cartoon Network. Was it on Kids WB? Might have been on Kids WB too.
Yeah, it was WB because they even had the whole Batman gag in like the first episode.
Yeah, one thing is Kids WB and Cartoon Network are like pretty much the same thing because they had the same shows. Yeah, Pinky and the Brain, Animaniacs.
Oh, I've been wanting to watch Pinky and the Brain as well.
All those Steven Spielberg stuff. It's time for Animaniacs.
I think it's available to stream on Xfinity On Demand. You might want to try there. Your Road Rovers. Yeah, I've just been watching Doctor Who, catching up on that. And I would love to watch the old issue. Oh, fucking hell, man. If I'm talking about comics, I want to say episodes. If I'm talking about TV, I want to say issues. I want to watch the old episodes of Doctor Who, but there's years and years and years of fucking shit to watch. Ain't got time for that.
Anybody got time for that?
And besides that, I'm just reading all my regular stuff. We finished Marvel Knights Spider-Man, so feel free to check that out. It should be live by the time this goes up. Live from Studio 1600.
Yeah, I haven't read Robin all week. I'm like on issue 100 something.
How many issues are there?
Like 183.
Oh, you're close. You're past the halfway mark.
Yeah, I've just been playing Destiny, really.
Yeah, I'm trying to finish Dishonored so I can replay Halo 4.
I finished Metal Gear. I don't know if we taught. Did I finish that this week? Because I remember we were talking about it, but was that on the podcast?
Last week. I don't know if we... Yeah, we talked about you finishing it last week. So check out episode 30.
No, I think it was after. I'm pretty sure it was during the week when I finished it.
I don't know, 'cause I remember you talking about finishing it, and then you have to play chapters 2.
Yeah, because I finished chapter 1.
Yeah.
So I finished chapter 2 during the week. Okay, yeah. So I finished that. That big reveal, that Mission 46.
What was the reveal again? I forgot.
Well, spoilers.
Spoilers.
The reveal was that the big boss you were playing as was just was a clone. Not a clone. It was a guy who went through surgery to look like.
Big balls.
It's funny because in the beginning where they actually put your name and create a character, I put Hugs. And then I created my character. So at the end, when they show the passport, it says first name Hugs. And then the picture is like a picture, of a black guy because that's who I created. And then then Miller was like, "Oh, you might want to change your face too." And I was like, "Yeah, and your skin color." But yeah, that was a pretty. I mean, when you find that out, and then you think about the clues that they kind of placed.
Yeah, like I told you afterwards. I showed you the pictures and stuff. Like right in the intro, in the hospital, when the guy saves you from the lady that's about to set you on to kill you.
Quiet.
So he saves you from her, and then your character looks at him and is like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Shit, what did he say? I'm you," or something.
You're talking to yourself or something like that.
Yeah, you're talking to yourself.
I still have to go back and rewatch that part because.
And then another thing I noticed, because I just watched like a playthrough on YouTube of that part. And then another thing is that you get the option to create your character. So then the guy creates his character, then he clicks OK, then it just goes back to the big boss face. I'm like,
yeah. That confused me. That confused me too.
But the guy didn't really mention anything about it. The guy's like, what? Okay.
When you replay that, because the Mission 46 is essentially you replaying the prologue, but with all the reveals.
Yeah.
So when you replay it, that scene makes more sense because you create your face, and then he shows you the face of Big Boss, saying, "This is how you're gonna. We had to do extensive surgery, so this is how you're gonna look now." And then, like the whole thing at the end, where the truck you're driving in crashes, and when you wake up, the guy you're with is missing.
Right.
Because Ocelot comes and gets him. He's like, "This way, boss," and he takes him out. And then he puts him on the motorcycle, and he's like, this is your new identity now. So, the whole world wants to kill you. So, this is your new identity or whatever. And then he goes back and gets you from the truck.
Okay.
But there was another hint that someone referenced on Reddit that made sense. It was because when you look at your stats, all your stats is A++, right? Like everything is maxed out A++. But you can recruit people who are S+, and S is higher than A. So why would it make sense that your character is an A, but you're recruiting people who are S? That's something I would have never thought about. But, the power of Reddit.
No, but wait, how does that make sense though?
Because when you recruit people and filter them out, you check out their stats.
Right, but but you're saying that it's not possible for Big Boss to have shitty stats?
It should have been Big Boss.
Not shitty, but like max.
Big Boss. It wouldn't be possible that you're recruiting people that's better than Big Boss.
Okay, but then again, he was in a coma for 9 years, so I can see
No, but I mean, if he's supposed to be the guy, he's supposed
Right.
to have the best stats out of everyone. You're not gonna, you're not. If you're recruiting people who are better than Big Boss, you should be sending them out on missions because they're obviously better. And it was another thing where like a character who's supposed to be like the clone son, like pretty much a clone of Big Boss, when they had the big reveal and they did like the DNA test, they mentioned that the DNA results don't match. So that right there, like when the character first showed up, I didn't know, I didn't really, because I watched playthroughs of other games, but I didn't actually play them, so it wasn't like something apparent. So I did research on that character, like it was like this kid character, and they're like, yeah, this character is the younger version of this character from the first game, who was like the clone of Big Boss. But when they did the DNA results, and you listen to the audio tape, it said that the results don't match. So when you play Mission 46, and they're like, this isn't a real Big Boss, I was like, okay, I thought back. I was like, okay, that makes more sense now. Because at first I thought that they would have like messed with the results, but it makes sense. I was like, yeah.
I can't wait to play that game. Get when it goes on sale.
And the whole thing with Quiet, her ending, she sacrificed. Because like the reason why she doesn't talk is because the parasite that the main villain creates is activated when they implant it in your vocal cords, and it's activated when you speak a specific language. So the version that Quiet had gets activated if she speaks English.
Okay.
So at the end, like you hear her talk, but she's talking in a different language. So then nobody understands what she's saying. So at the end, when you go rescue her and then you guys are both stuck in a sandstorm, like you're knocked out because you get bit by a snake. So you have this venom, you have the venom inside you, which is kind of a symbolism because he's called Venom Snake, but that's another thing. But he's knocked out, and then you see Quiet like trying to wake him up or whatever, and then your people call on the radio like, boss, we're looking for your location or whatever. So she grabs the radio and she's talking in this other language, and then obviously they don't understand what she's saying, so she has to talk in English. So she talks in English, tells them the location, they show up, and she disappears. So she's assumed dead, but we all know if there's no body, then.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I just spoiled Metal Gear Solid.
You're welcome.
You can send all your hate mail.
Straight to the garbage because we don't give a fuck.
I'll read the first sentence and then be like,
"Dear Team Up."
But yeah, so I finished that game. I think it's funny because my two favorite games this year are games where I played the first in the series, like Witcher 3 and now Metal Gear. So, but I think I still like Witcher 3 better.
Yeah, I haven't played Witcher 3. That's not a game I plan on playing.
Yeah, I like Witcher 3 better than.
Are you gonna get Fallout?
I was, but the more I think about it, the more I'm not gonna get it. Because I don't think I want to play another long RPG game that's gonna be drawn out. Gonna take forever to finish. I need something like Uncharted style, where it's like this linear game. You have the story, you have the gameplay, you play through it, and that's it. Like, I need a break from RPGs for now. I've been playing too much of them. But.
So, what games are you planning on getting later this year?
Later this year, I'm not gonna get them on release. I'll wait till it's sale. But I plan on getting Assassin's Creed, the kit. I don't even know what else is. Oh, Black Ops 3, but I'm just gonna get that for the campaign. I don't really care for a multiplayer. And the Uncharted collection. I think that's the only 3 that I have written. Let me check real quick.
I'm sure the Uncharted collection will probably be on sale on Black Friday.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Wait for that and get it for like $30.
Oh yeah, for sure. I have it written down. I think it's on my phone. I'm thinking about getting Dishonored, but I'll wait till that's cheap.
Have you played the first one or no?
No. That's what I'm talking about, the first one.
Oh, okay. You didn't get it as part of the PS Plus? Oh, yeah, your PS3 is...
All right, so I was messing around with my PS3, and I could mess around with it to get it to stay signed on for how long, I don't know. But when I try going to PlayStation Store, it reboots the entire system. So I'm not even going to mess around with that anymore. I tried like 3 times.
Here's what I thought the conversation was going to go. So I messed around with my PS3, and then they caught on fire.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Because it was taking forever to load. I'm just like, I went away and came back, and all I heard was like the 3 beeps. I'm like, yep, my house is going to blow up now.
That's weird.
It just rebooted. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm just like, I can still watch movies, I can still play games on it, but
is it overheating?
No, it's not overheating.
Like it's not getting hot in the back or anything?
I have it on a glass. My stand is glass, it's not wood, so
no, but like maybe the fan inside is broken, then the console gets hot.
I don't know what's wrong with it. It's having issues right now.
It's having
I mean, that's the only. It may be just Cause 3. Depends how I feel when it comes out.
Well, but then again, you can also get Dishonored at Black Friday because they have the new one that just came out. Not the new one, the remastered version.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the one I'm gonna get. But I'm gonna wait until it's cheap.
It came out cheap. I think it came out on special, and then
it was $40. It's $40 on the PlayStation Store.
Yeah, you can get that definitely a lot cheaper.
But I'm just waiting for Uncharted 4 and Mass Effect next year. But Mass Effect is gonna get delayed. I guarantee it. It's gonna get delayed. It's gonna get delayed. That's why I don't even have my hopes up right now.
That's what you just say every night before you go to bed. It's gonna get delayed, just so you can keep that level. So one day they announce it's like, this is the date, you lose your shit.
Nah, even when they announce official date, I'm just like,
you're still. It's
until the game is out on shelves, I'm like, this game is gonna get delayed. I said the same thing for Uncharted 4, and look what happened. What happens when you announce things too early?
But even games that aren't announced too early, they're just announced, get pushed back.
Fallout 4 didn't. They announced it this year.
Right.
They said this is the date, and that's how games should be.
That's announced. That's how it used to be. I remember the days when it was like that.
That's how it needs to be. Stop announcing things 5 years in advance.
And the thing is that it was like that not that long ago. I remember like 3-4 years ago, we would get it. They would announce a game at E3. It would be out by the end of the year.
That's how it needs to be.
Yeah, but now it's like they announce a game, you get a teaser, and not even a coming soon. It's just this is in the works, and then 4 years later it gets canceled.
At least it's not like Kingdom Hearts 3, where every time you see a trailer it says now in development. We're never gonna get this game.
Yeah, there's no date, there's no projection. It's like you'll get it when you get it. All right,
you'll get it when it's ready. But the only things I'm really playing, I'm just catching up on my Witcher 3 expansion is supposed to be coming out in like 1 or 2 weeks. Play that, and then I got to catch up on the Dragon Age DLC. But that should last me for a while, so I've just been playing Destiny till then. Which Destiny, it's like one of those things, 1 step forward, 2 steps back situation.
Yeah.
It's like they improve all this stuff, they add new features, but then it's like simple things that people are asking for. It's just
they do it their own weird way.
It's like they want you, like that one thing I noticed is they want you, when they say in interviews, they're like, oh, we want you, when you earn gear, when you earn weaponware, we want you to have like a story behind it. It's like, no, I just want to get it. I don't want to have a whole story behind how I got this thing. And then the whole thing was like I'm pretty much at the level to play a raid. Like I'm at the recommended level, but I can't because I don't have 5 other people to play with. And every time
that PS3 thing comes out.
And then I look on the subreddit, the Destiny subreddit, the Fire Team subreddit.
Yeah.
And everyone there is looking for like experienced people. So it's like, well, this is useless because I only played 1 raid, so I don't know how that shit works.
Just say, it's like a plan for a job. Just overdo your credits. Just be like, nah, I've done
And
4
then
of them.
they go in, and then they kick me out, and then I was like, that was a waste of time.
Well, then that's an experience. It's like, well, I've been in these. You don't have to explain that like you got kicked out. It's like, I've been in these. I do it my own way.
Yeah, but so it's like I was reading, someone posted that there should, like, and I agree, there should be something in the game, like when you're in the tower, that you could like send a message out to everyone in the tower. Not like a actual direct message, but like a in-game thing requesting, saying,
Like an MMO is when you type in like general chat, you get that bubble over your head that you can just stay open.
yeah,
Just
either something like that, or when how on the side, whenever you're like on patrol, on the side it will say such and such is near, like a player is near, or something like that message area. There should be something where like if I'm in the tower, I could request, like if I want to do a raid, it would have my gamer tag is requesting for a raid party or something like that, and then everyone in the tower will get that message. They meet up where I am, and then I invite them to my fire team. Boom, done.
What's the big deal about just having a matchmaking system? You just go and be like, I'm joining this raid, and then everybody who's looking just gets matched together.
I guess.
Like you do with
they
the
never
strike.
really.
Why is that?
Yeah,
so
they
hard?
never really give an explanation.
See, that's the thing.
I guess with them,
people with Destiny, that they want to do something, but they got to do it differently. And it's like, just do it the way everybody else does, because it's easy.
Yeah, if they just had a matchmaking system for everything, boom, problem solved.
Because in their mind, I guess it's like, oh, it's a game you play with friends. So you want to do this raid? Either make friends online or make your friends buy the game and then play with them.
I don't have a problem making friends online. Just make it available for me to make. You're not doing it.
Well, you got the wave. You got the wave, and then you dance.
Which they have the new dances now. So you see people doing the sprinkler.
Oh, shit.
And the hammer time. But, yeah, it's like, I don't know, man. But I'm just and the thing is, the new enemies in the game, like the Taken enemies, they're so annoying that you can't play these. Like, it's frustrating playing these missions solo. Because you have this one enemy that multiplies if you don't kill them in time. And then you have this other enemy that shoots this thing out that if it hits you, your whole screen goes black, so you can barely see a thing. So it's like, and then you have, the Cabal with the shields. Well, the Taken versions of them, when they put their shields up, they shoot like this beam out that a lot of times shoots me off the map, so I end up dying. So it's like, the way they build the game up is for you to play with people, but they don't set it up in a way that's useful. Right. So I'm hoping if they ever do a Destiny 2 that they'll fix their shit, because this is just ridiculous, man.
I don't think so. If they would have fixed it, now would have been the time to add that.
And right now they're having a problem where if you go on a strike and someone leaves the strike, you know how usually mid-game or in the middle of the strike, they'll have someone replace that one person. Right now, they don't even. So like you'll get all the way to the boss room or whatever. Someone will leave, and then if it's just you and another person or you by yourself, it's like no one gets replaced into the thing. It's like, why?
Good luck.
Why? I don't know, man. Right now, it's funny because they have the whole quest system set up. But I'm not even playing the game how they want me to play it. I just go to the vendors and I'm like, okay, I want that armor, I want that. And once I buy all the stuff I want, I just move on to the next character. I'm not even playing the quest. Like, I'll play the quest. I play the quest up to the point where it just gets ridiculous. Pretty much need another person with. So that's when I just stop.
Yeah, like done, move on, next time, next quest.
Yeah. But I guess I'm still playing the game, so I guess I'm still part of the problem.
Yeah, you're still feeding into it, man. You gotta fight the system.
At this point, I don't even care. I just go in, do a little thing here and there, and then I get off. I have nothing else to play, so.
Right. I mean, soon that'll be fixed.
Yeah, and the coming months. I'm really looking for Assassin's Creed though. Like every time I see a new trailer for that, the game looks good. I think the characters are gonna be really good.
Right.
They look like they give zero fucks. Yeah,
I look forward to that. I want that, and I want a Halo.
I I can't play Halo, so.
And then Rise of the Tomb Raider. But I think that can wait a little bit.
Can't play that either. Till next year.
Oh, motherfucker. That's it. Yeah, damn.
Yeah, I think, let me see.
Oh, we're an hour.
All right, so, yeah, that's pretty much it then.
Cool. We'll be back next week, where we talk about stuff and things in a non-professional manner.
That's how you gotta do it.
Feel free to subscribe to our channel. Throw in
If
some
you
comments. No, there is no.
If you like it, subscribe. If you don't, then
subscribe anyways and let us know.
There's a X button on your browser. You can just hit that.
Right there, top right. Or unless you're on the Mac, then it's on this side. Drop a comment. Any concerns, well wishes. No, you're giving them too many options. They have to.
No, you don't have to, because I don't want no negative people here. If you post negative stuff in the comments, I will block you. I have no problem. I'm not like some of these people who deal with that stuff. It's like, oh, you want to talk some negative stuff? I'll just block you. I'll just block you. I really don't care.
Yeah. But tell your friends about us.
Tell your friends, your family members.
Your animals and pets, they will probably enjoy us. Our soothing voices allow them to sleep.
Anyways, that's it.